Using these lovely colour oil pastels today to create this neurographic watercolour painting, and I'm just making these circular patterns, alternating the colours as I go. And I've got my Meiliang watercolour paints here and an old brush. You'll need to use an old brush because when you paint over these oil pastels, it will pick it up on the brush. It's very difficult then to wash off. So just splashing that colour on, not worrying where it goes. If you haven't got oil pastels, you could use crayons. It will do the same repel as what these oil pastels are doing. So it's just repelling the watercolour paint so you can still see those patterns throughout. So I'm just doing a little bit of shading around where the marks are and letting the painting dry. I've got a selection of paint pens, gel pens, black fine liners, and I'm just looking at the spaces that have been left in between the oil pastels, and I'm just adding some marks. So you need to be careful not to get your gel pen onto the oil pastels or your fine liner, because it will pick up that oil pastel and it could clog up your nib. So ensure that you get in between those and then just add your little patterns on top. Alternating the pens as you go. So just using the silver gel pen here, circling the acrylic paint marker, adding some little marks here and there, and then swapping it up for an acrylic paint marker and adding some shapes there. So this is about having fun, letting yourself go, just enjoying the process, just putting your patterns down, swapping your pens out, changing the patterns as you go, and just having a little bit of fun really. I love these oil pastels, they're so fun to use. I didn't really think about repelling, that they would repel the watercolour. I just thought, let's just give it a go, and I think it's worked out really quite well. I love the way that the colour just sort of pops through that watercolour, and it almost looks quite textured. I don't know whether you can see here, it looks as though you want to reach out and touch it and see what it feels like. So just adding some more marks here and there, and just continuing on with shapes and patterns and swapping the pens in and out to create some lovely coloured shapes. I'd painted the background at an earlier stage, and then I just got this on the side and just thought, right, okay, now's the time, let's get the pens out, let's have some fun. And I love that. I like having some little watercolour backgrounds just ready for those times when I just want to have a bit of doodle fun and can create on top. Just so easy to do and really fun to complete. Hope you get to try this. As you can see, it's so easy to do. If you like this, maybe you'll consider liking and subscribing. Maybe you'll leave me a comment, ask me a question, anything you want, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. I would love to hear from you and hear all about your arty journeys. If you ever get stuck on what doodle patterns to do, then you might consider having like a little book that you can add patterns to when you're a little bit bored, that you can refer back to. I know I've got a little book full of patterns, and I can just flick through when I get a bit like, oh, I'm not sure what I'll do now, and I can flick through and go, oh yeah, I'll try that one, put that one here, put that one there, and it soon builds up your picture. It doesn't take long to get that kind of lovely eclectic look. think this looks like a bit like a patchwork quilt. It looks like material to me when I look at it. Really quite interesting to do. Very vibrant. I'm sure this would look great in a frame. I'm just loving the colours, the way they're popping off the page. What about you? Do you like it? Are these colours you'd consider doing, or you have different colours that are your favourites? Adding tiny little details with this black fine liner, outlining some of the gold embellishments there, adding some detail here and there. I love black fine liners. I think it makes the gold really pop when you circle around these little gold felt tip marks. Using some little repeat patterns here and there. It just sort of like holds the picture together, doing some little silver round circles there and some lovely marks here with a black fine liner. But you might decide that every section is going to be completely different to the next, and that's fine. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. Just put whatever pops into your mind, get it down on the page, and just see what happens. See it as an adventure. You know, your little pen is going to take you to somewhere else. So continuing now and sort of finalizing the details, you know, coming to the end, looking at where there are spaces, just making sure that I've filled everywhere that I can. I hate it when I'm coming to the end of something. I just want to carry on, I really do. So yeah, coming to the end of this one, just putting the last little things in, and then you'll be able to see the lovely picture in its final state. So I think it's turned out well. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like it? You can see the detail here, and it does look like a patchwork quilt, doesn't it? So lovely, and I hope you've really enjoyed this. Okay, so hope to see you soon. Bye.